This is the planner app. So you go into the 9-Waffle again and you scroll down and you see it's right at the bottom called To Do. Okay, now, again, Best Blue Peter style, I have some things added in here already. So if you get a lot of emails and you think I need to deal with those emails, what you can do is you can flag them. So if I'm going to go into my email here, so here I've got this text help email, and you can see there's a little flag there. So if I click on that flag and then right click on it, I can tell it when to flag it for me. So I can set a day, I can have no day, I can flag it. So I'm going to set that for tomorrow. So the flag's there and I know I've set it for tomorrow. I'm going to have a look at this one as well. So I've clicked on flag and I'm going to set that for this week. Okay. Now, when I go back into my planner, just going to hit refresh there. What you'll find is these flagged emails are being pulled through. So that went from 2 to 4 there. And when I click on flagged emails, here's my emails that I have to look at. So here's the emails that I have to do something with. Now, if it's a really, really important email, I can go, oh, geez, I cannot forget that. That's really important. So I can put a little star simply by clicking on that. So that's me flagged the important emails that have come to me. So your head teacher sent you something that you know you've got to read, you've got to deal with it, you can flag it. Okay? Then what you can also do is have tasks. So I'm going into tasks and I can simply add a task. So that bit of sticky that's on the floor, no worries. I'll just say, mark the red group stories. Okay, I've added it. I just hit return to add it. Now I can, when I've got that story, I can click on it and I can add a due date. Oh no, that needs to be done today, right? So that's on my today and I can change it. Actually, I might repeat it if it's something, if I'm writing blog posts, for example, every week I have to do a class blog post, or I have to post something on Twitter every week, whatever it is, I just simply repeat it and I just set it up as a weekly reminder for myself and it's all there. I also have this lovely little bit of categories, but I'm not going to go into that, but it's exactly what it says on the tin. You can split it into having categories, so you can have different groups, you can have different people in those categories. And you can also add a file, which I love that. If I've got something that I'm perhaps working on, a document, I can click it on there and add it in there. So when I'm happy with that, I can just come back to my tasks tab and I can see, right, these are all the things I need to do, and here's all the things that I've still got to do. Pick up cake. There you go. That was my mum's cake. I had to pick it up for her 80th birthday. So I've got tasks, I've got flagged emails. What is great though, if I click on planned, I see them all together. So I can see for today, right, I've got to check the class newsletters complete, I've got to mark those stories, I've got to plan that CLP session, oh God, I've got to read that email, I need to respond to Jamie's mum, I've got, so these are all my tasks in the one place and I can very quickly see them. And when I'm happy that I've done it, we love a wee tick, don't we? So we just tick it off. And this has got a line through it. And I don't know if you heard the wee tick noise there, and you get a wee tick. And that's how you knock off your tasks, which I just love. If you are like, what was the thing? I know I've got hundreds of tasks to do, but what was the really, really important one? Simply click on the one that says important and you'll see, oh, it was that one. I absolutely have to do that one today. And it's just a great way of organising them. Now, you'll notice that I've talked about tasks, flagged emails, planned, important. My day is where you can add specific things into your day, a bit like important ones. So you can see all these are already flagged for today, but you can simply say, yeah, I want to add those ones, don't tick, add. Click on add and they'll add them into your day. So all the things that are there, you can simply add them in. I'm going to do that today. So just a different view, if you like, of looking at it. Personally, I find plan the easiest because everything's in the one place for me, and I like that. And whether the starred ones, the important ones are there as well. So that's planned. As I said, you may have noticed that I hadn't mentioned assigned to me. Now, I love assigned to me because this is where I'm collaborating and I'm working with someone. So say, for example, I'm in a working party group and we have a series of tasks that we have to do. This could also be applied to your class as well. You have given them a project that they have to work on independently, and they're in a little group and they've got lots of tasks to do as part of that. So a great way of doing that is to use the planner tool. So you can see up the top, we have the 9 apps and you just search for planner. What the way to think about it is to do, personal, my stuff, planner, collaborative, shared stuff. Okay? So in here, you can see that I'm on the planner hub just now, and I have a bit called assigned to me. And when I go in there, I can see I've got these tasks to do from our tasks, and these are the things that I've finished, I've completed. Now I can also go into a team and I can see my tasks in the team as well. And there's a couple of ways that you can do that. You can start a new plan by clicking on new plan. And you see it gives me this option to add to an existing Microsoft 365 group. So if you've got a class group set up, so let's call this P5 tasks, okay? You can say add to an existing Microsoft group. I just want to mention the private one. Only members I add can see the plan contents. Stick with that. Don't make it public. Just keep it to the ones that are in your group. So add to the existing, so you can see, oh, I've got loads of groups here. So literally loads of groups here. So I'm scrolling down and I'm going to add it to my class team. Okay, and I'm going to say create plan. And that will create the plan in the background. And I now have this option to add a task. So just like we did with the to-do, you're going to add it into the task. So agree the front cover of booklet. Okay, now we got the set the due date. So let's set the due date for, say, Friday. And then this is where the collaborative bit comes in. You assign. So I'm going to assign it to Julie. And I'm going to assign it to Julie. Come on. There we go. I'm going to assign it to Lee. And I'm going to assign it to this test child as well. Once I've done that, I simply go over here and click Add Task. And you can see this task is now ready and they know about it. And you get a wee email alert telling you have a task. You may have noticed that in my email. It said you have tasks due. Oh, I think I've deleted it. So you've got this and it tells you that. Now, if you want to go back in and edit that, you can simply click in it. Again, you can label it. So you could add labels linked to your class groups. You can also give them additional notes. If you want to add an attachment, so you want to give them some examples, you can add that in there. And you also have this checklist. So step 1, agree image. Step 2, add to presentation. Okay, and when you're happy, you've made all the changes you want, just simply hit close. And now when the kids come back to it, they can go, well, we've done step 1, but we haven't done step 2. And you'll see when they tick it, it disappears. So that's a way to add the tasks in there. Okay, so here I am back in my P5 tasks still, and I want to show you how you can add it into your team. So I'm going to open up my Microsoft Teams and I'm going to go to the class team, which is where I want it to be. Now up the top here, I have this plus, add a tab, and within here, you're looking for tasks by planner so that it sits in your team for your learners to see. So click on Task by Planner and this pops up. And you have the option to create a new plan, but because I've already created it, looks like this team has existing plans, I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to look for existing plans and I see there's my P5 tasks. I could have others, but I'm just going with P5 just now. And then at the bottom, post to the channel about this tab. That means that the learners will get an alert that there's a new tab at the top. And then I'm going to click Save. So that'll work away in the background, and you'll see this now pops up. So I'm within my Teams app. I can now see my tasks, and I can see that front task, and I can see we've got 1 out of 2, and I can also hover over them to see who it's been assigned to. So it's a quick way to add the task into your plan. If you go to posts, you can see again, because I kept that checked, I've added, they know it's there, and you can get to it simply by clicking there as well. So that's 2 ways to get to your tasks. When I go back to my planner tasks now, if I just refresh that, when I'm in Planner, what you'll now see is that says linked plan. And when you click on the linked plan, it tells you which team that it's linked to. So if I pick our tasks, which is another set of tasks I've got, oh, that's linked to my staff team, and it's jobs that I have to do there. So really helpful when you're in Planner to see if it's linked, and within Teams, dead easy to add it as a task simply by clicking Add a Tab and Tasks by Planner. So once I've got all my tasks in Planner, if I then go back to To-Do, you can see by clicking on Assign to Me, these are all the tasks that are collaborative tasks. So they're not just for me, they're collaborative tasks, or they might just be for me. They might have been assigned to me as part of a wider group. And then if I click back on Planned, what you'll see is, so I have the green is the hour tasks, so the ones that are collaborative from Planner. The reds are my emails, and you can see it shows you if they're overdue. And the other ones are from just your tasks. So you can see I've got no tasks. If I add a task today, read the article, and then I set that for today and say add. When I go back into my planned, what you'll see is, so there's my earlier, blue is my task, green is planner tasks, red is flagged emails. So really helpful to see all the things that you have to do in the one area. And if you're worrying about group assignments, Assign to Me shows them all.